Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. So I'm back in this time with an unmanned probe that we're going to send to Juna, and another one of these will go to Eve. So I'm going to go to Juna first to test it out, and let's get this thing launched. So it's a pretty simple design, but using all my latest technology that I've unlocked on latest science, I think it's going to do a good job, and it's going to be my first trip to Juna. So let's see how this puppy flies. So we've got a bit of asparagus staging here. We've got these fuel tanks pumping into these ones and pumping into the center, so that we can drop weight as quick as possible. We've got a pretty simple probe up top, rather big parachute. That's because we're going to Juna. I'm going to actually change altitude to say 2,000. Maybe a little bit lower actually, level 1 down. Because this thing's gonna if we land on Juna, we're probably gonna crash because that's a really thin atmosphere. This will be a test. Eve, however, will be the second trip with another probe, and it will easily be able to land on Eve. Because Eve has a very thick atmosphere. So we'll see if this works. But we will definitely get to Juna and get to do some science around Juna, and we'll see if we can make a trip to Ike as well, perhaps. And then we'll also try to land on Juna. We'll just see how many pieces we land in. Alright. We're accelerating beautifully here. Starting to get myself a bit turned on. There we go. Bit of wobble in this very long ship, but should be okay. And this should be a very powerful lifter. Like, I think we'll be able to go a long way on the main engine that we've got, main sail down here. Because once we jettison these two tanks, which are running out, this one will actually be completely full. So that'll be pretty awesome. We're accelerating beautifully. Like, I think she should be a pretty efficient craft. Let's see how we're doing at the moment. Good, looking very good. Let's get completely flat and just keep powering out of here. Get as much speed as we can up. So we want to escape the Kerbal sphere of influence. And I'm not trying to be too efficient. You can see I've almost got an entire fuel tank here full left on the main sail. Then up here we've got this big fuel tank and a nuclear engine. So we should be able to probably get to Juna on just this section alone. So we should be damn good. Yeah, it's looking fine. Now I could just be the most inefficient guy and just keep burning from here till we push this all the way out, but I don't know if I should do that. Let's time accelerate a little bit. So we can do 3x time acceleration without any wobbling or anything. She's actually quite stable. Right, what we will do though is we will stop the acceleration and we'll open up the panels. These are the only panels on the probe, so definitely need them open or we'll run out of power one day. Right now we're getting electricity made by the mainsail. Anyway, here we are. We're about to run out of fuel. See where we are. Oh my god, okay, yeah. We're already at escape velocity. I'll keep this little bit of fuel we've got left on the mainsail. I wonder how much we yeah, orbit's pretty much exactly the same as Kerbal. Alright, so we're going to fast forward. Okay. Now, I was toying with the idea of sending two missions at the same time, one to Juna. Oh my god, okay, we did burn a little bit too much with that mainsail. Wow, we weren't even out of Kerbal orbit. Jeez, that... I could go to Joel. Jeez. Wow. Kind of tempted we could go to hell. I can't believe how much I over. That's good though. That means this probe is capable of going everywhere. Like it can easily get all the way out to Elo. Oh my god. Slightly overdid it. Alright, so we're gonna try and get to Juna. We could always go to Eve if we have to. Like everything basically is right. Right now everything is within our grasp. Let's see. I might actually launch 2 missions at the same time. Alright, let me just check. Let's say this is a target. So when we... That's pretty damn close. That is pretty darn close. Is that one of my... oh yeah, that's one of my first probes. Alright, yeah, that's just kind of pushing them all away. Let's see if I'll do it though. Ooh. It's not bad. If we could do something to bring these two closer. Like I'm not too bothered about wasting, you know, too much fuel or anything. Because we should easily have enough to do it. And now I know how freaking powerful the lifter is. Bingo. Because I know how powerful this lifter is, I can set up a brand new next time I launch. I can set up way better so that I don't go powering myself out like I did here. Yeah, we're not getting too close there, but I think that might be a good idea. Start with this, and then we'll work our way up. So we've still got a little touch of fuel on the mainsail, but that's not really, it's going to be like 1 second or so burn. Then we'll be losing it, switching to the nuclear engine, and heading on our way. And she's pretty heavy to maneuver right now with that big ass fuel tank on our rear and a big ass engine. Okay, so we need to fast forward about 3 days. La da da. We don't need to get this perfect at all. Alright, so we'll just start burning here. This is good enough. And this will last. There we go. And nuclear engine. 6 minutes. Wow. But I think we should easily be able to get with fast forwarding ourselves. That's another reason why we should try and conserve all the fuel in that mainsail, because we can use it to do far quicker maneuvers. Let's also stop fast forwarding. Let's figure out what's our max burn without overheating. So we're going to overheat. We should overheat. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so if we go there, we should be fine. Alright, 3x it. So we'll get 5 minutes. So yeah, we've got this power shop here to help us when it comes to Juna. But I don't think it will help us that much. Juna's atmosphere is just thin as hell. But we'll see. Now, after we do this maneuver, we'll have to do a few minor adjustments. And then we should actually be on course to easily get ourselves to Juna's orbit, or sphere of influence, and then we can get into orbit. I'm tempted to go for 4x. I think we can do it. Oh god, you could just see it squishing that much more when you do that. Like, watch when I slow it down later. It's basically compressing everything. I hopefully won't rip off any solar panels or anything, eh? But I'm liking the probe. I love how it looks as well. It really does look cool. Looking at about 40 seconds. Let's just look at that. Oh, squish. Oh, it's like an accordion. Right, okay. That will probably do. We'll cut there. We've burnt half our fuel that's in this tank. We still haven't quite met our mark. Let's just up it a bit. See if we can at least get into the sphere of influence, then I can adjust. Come on. Come on, you little beauty. Give me a little intersect. So that will get us 25 million meters. Obviously that's not perfect. So we can adjust it. So we need... I'm getting myself mistaken with that probe there. Right, so we add that there. So if we were to do a little adjustment up, now you see this line here, if this comes over and just touches where Juno will be, to there, we should end up with a way closer approach. Don't know how close that's going to end up being. Let's have a quick burn. Right. Alright. Now if we watch from here, we get rid of this, we should be able to watch our little dotted line. Okay, we can't. Where's our little dotted line gone? Alright. We'll just put a marker and we'll do this manually. I guess it only shows up when you're doing this then. So put up about there. So we're looking at about 7 seconds. Okay, throttle up. Whoa. What? Our burn time was going up. How was our burn time going up? Wow, our node will be there in 1 year. What? What? How did we manage to get that far ahead? I'm not sure if we were actually burning in the wrong direction or something as well. Hopefully we weren't. Hopefully it was the same node. Oh, yeah, look, I've just noticed how... Damn it! That's annoying. Guess you gotta pay attention to burn times, right? Or when the burn's gonna take place. Okay, so we'll get this at least lined up. Cut. Okay, that should do it for the moment. So we need to fix this now. So we need to figure out when. So what do we need? Do we need to deaccelerate? Do we need to accelerate? No. Okay, that's not good. Alright, what do we need? Do we need to go this way maybe? Bingo. See how many millions of meters we can take off this. Not many. 3 mil. 3 mil's good. Okay, let's get this lined up. She's still a bit wobbly. I wasn't expecting her to be this wibbly wobbly when we were down to these many parts, but yeah, she's really wobbling something fierce. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing it might be the connection between the science pod and the fuel tank. Still seems a bit weird. I'm actually going to take a bit of mystery goo here. 15 science. Nothing really for sending it though. Crap. We've got this materials be here, but I'd rather do this above Juna. We'll only get 10 for sending it anyway. And of course, we're not actually going to... we're not going to be able to recover any of this science. This stuff is just a basic science mission out to the planet. Alright, cut. Let's see, how close are we? 3 mil. That's pretty good. We'll fast forward now out to around about here. It'll take us many days. So this is where I wonder if I should just launch another mission. You know, head back to the actual place, get another mission into orbit, get it on course to hit Eve, and then I could do like one mission at a time. Because I'm wondering if I should try and be efficient at it. So it's going to take us for, well, actually, how long is it going to take to get there? 2 years. Okay, yeah, we should definitely launch another mission. Alright, we'll go and we'll launch exactly the same craft, but we're going to go to Eve. We could even launch another one and make it into Joel. So we're going to go here. We just have to keep an eye on the map and make sure we don't forget about one of them. So this is actually the right craft, so just go launch. So this is the first multi-launch, which I don't know what you call it. But launches right after each other, off on long range missions. Alright, so I'm loving this craft though. It's bloody good. I don't have to be like efficient in my launches, I don't have to be efficient in my orbital maneuvers. She's got more than enough power. Like, even when I think we get down to the probes kind of part, I think it'll have quite a lot of maneuverability, and its fuel supply will last a long time. I think. We'll see when we get there. It's still using liquid fuel. We don't have ion engine tech yet, but I think it should work out fine. Alright, we'll be losing our first set of engines in a couple of seconds. Alright, where they go. So I think we'll go to Eve this time. And Eve should be really simple. Because it's got a really thick atmosphere. The only probable threat, I guess, is that we lose our parachute. But I doubt that'll happen. Could happen though, but I doubt it. Alright, let's start making a little bit of orbital change here. Let's get this puppy up into orbit a little bit more efficiently than the last one. We'll do it. So my other probe's going to get into 3 million meters of Juno. But we'll adjust that to make it even closer before we get there. And then we can get captured in orbit. And then we could visit Ike if we wanna. We might do that. I wonder if we could land on Ike. Don't think there'd be any point to it though. It might be quite cool if we could. Ike is pretty small. The engines on the probe might not be good enough for it. Alright, we'll just try and straighten this up a little bit here, and then we're going to get ready to jettison these 2 engines. There they go. Tumbling away to their inevitable destruction. They should, I would expect they should land on the water, but considering they got so much thrust of those little boosters, they might actually land on land, and it looks like they will. Yeah, it does kind of look like they're going that way, doesn't it? But it's hard to tell when you're moving so fast away from them, and you know, in the same direction they're potentially moving. It's kind of hard to know. Alright, we'll cut here, and we're going to do orbital maneuver once we get out the top there. And we'll push out the orbit, then we'll set up a new maneuver to get out of the system, out of our sphere of influence. Alright, everything's looking good. So we've got our solar panels out, we won't run out of power. I'll have to watch when I land that I don't break them off. Hopefully that will not happen. Alright, SES is engaged. So let's see what will happen if we do this efficiently. Or at least more efficiently than we did before. So we're right now, we're just pushing into orbit. Kerbal's looking real good below us. I wish the probes had like the ability to like take images and things. And that was like a science thing as well, you send back, you get some science for it. Alright, gotta make sure I don't overheat. Okay, so that's us in orbit. So let's just power out of here. 2/3. Let's see what kind of fuel we're going to be left with. So we had like maybe 1-2 seconds worth of fuel last time. So we'll see what happens when we have a bit more efficiency. If we're going to be left with much more. It doesn't look like we've got hell of a lot, but it will be more, that's for damn sure. Now I've not checked to see if I'm going to come out in the right direction, because the problem is if you come out in front of the way Kerbin's moving, you can sometimes get recaptured quite easily. So that might happen, and I might have to then redo another burn. It might end up being less freaking efficient. Alright, here we are for the moment anyway, outside of the sphere of influence of Kerbin. So I think we'll aim for Eve, but it may not be as simple as it was last time. First of all, Eve is off center. Thankfully though, the dotted line is right here, not that far in front of us. If we don't get recaptured by Kerbin, then it could be useful to reposition us. Something like this. That should work. Problem we're going to have though is we have this really powerful engine for a 5-second burn. So we have to kind of watch that we don't over burn it and end up taking ourselves even further off course. Also, this maneuver could end up getting us back into Kerbin's system by mistake. Hopefully it won't though. So it's going to get us lined up. Come on now. Alright, good, so we're locked in place. No, we're not. We wobbled a little bit. Okay. So we're looking for a burn in 20 days. Oh boy. Alright, we'll fast forward through those 20 days. We have to also watch. Wait. Oh yeah, I was looking there. Where's our craft? There she is. That isn't it? Wait, what? A Mun probe. That's not the one we're looking for. Oh, there she is. That her? That's her just ahead of us. How the heck is a Mun probe out here? Maybe it's always been. I wasn't paying attention before, but I don't remember it being that far out. Oh god. Right. Okay, so this should flatten us with Eve, roughly. Close enough anyway that we can do our thing. So just 1/3, we'll get this lined up. So yeah, this one here is the one that's going to intersect with Juno. So that's one we have to watch, make sure it doesn't overshoot, and our burn's almost done. Cut. Alright, so we're roughly flat with Eve. Now we have to kind of watch, because Kerbin's on this light blue line right here. So we have to, in order to get to Eve, we have to go inside Kerbin's orbit. We have to cross over its orbital line. So we have to watch that we don't end up interacting with Kerbin. Alright, so we can't do the burn here. It would obviously be pointless. He'd be on the other side of the blooming place. So how are we going to intersect? So right now it's there. It's going to go all the way around. If we were to do our burn here, we'd intersect there. So if we were to do our burn later, what we're dealing with? We could do it there. So that would be almost a year to get to that point. That would get us within, let me say, 1 million. 54 million. Oh, major change. 12 million. 3 million. I think we're probably best. Oh no, 1. Oh, 6. Yeah, that'll do fine, I think. 1.5. Alright, so we're going to have to fast forward for 296 days, which is almost a year. I could do another launch. I could launch another vessel now and go for, say, Joule, but I've already got this position perfectly, so I'm not going to bother doing that. There is mods you can get that you can do things like that. So we're going to fast forward. We're going to watch. We can see this. Looks like he might get there before. Yeah, he's totally going to get there before us, which means we're going to have to end up repositioning our node. Damn it. Alright, we roughly know where it is. It's pretty much where Eve is right now. So on the opposite orbit from where we currently are, which of course when we actually come back will be a completely different place. So yeah, alright. I'm pretty sure who I see. He must be, yeah, he's not that freaking far away, so I'll switch to. Alright. So, we should still have an intersect with Juno, we do. And it is with... See, it still says 1 year 30. Is that the wrong line it's going on, maybe? Yeah, it still says 1 year. It doesn't look like it's going to take us 1 year to get there. Yeah, it's definitely put it on the wrong goddamn line. Look at that. Apparently it's going to take us 1 year to get there. That's annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. 3 hours. Yeah, and we'll stick it there. No. No. Cheeky devil, right. Okay, so we'll move this up here to... Actually, you know what? Probably is good about there. So we need to just adjust it now to get us closer. So we're looking at 3 million at the moment. We need to figure out what we need to do. It looks like we're almost perfectly coming through there. Let's see, maybe up a touch? Don't think that's going to make much of a difference though, to be honest, yeah. I don't think that's going to make any difference. So if we did 3 mil. Let's try to see where we can take the distance off to. 9. 190. That's in atmosphere. 160 odd is really 100,000. If I can get exactly 100,000, that'd be beautiful. Okay, where is our marker? There she is, right here. So we're still in the nuclear engine. We haven't even switched to the probes engine. There's potential that we could end up landing on using the nuclear engine, or at least slowing us down with it, which would be handy for Gina. Alright, so we're looking at a non-existent time for our burn, so that's probably, yeah, that's because we haven't booted the engine up. So the game can't calculate how much thrust we have, even though we used it before. Alright. So we're looking at a minimal thrust here. For a very short amount of time, probably. We'll be able to see shortly. Alright, I think this will be perfect time to do the burn. Okay, so we're just going to do a tiny little thrust. Yeah, we're looking at less than a second. If we were doing full burst. Okay, so we're just going to burn this till we're almost at the end of this little bar. Alright, cut there. I'm going to check our figures. 600,000, one little bit thrust up. 89. We're still out of the atmosphere for Gina, that's okay. But damn close. Damn close. Alright. Here we go. About to enter Gina's sphere of influence. Boom. So apparently we need to... Do we have a contract for a satellite of Juno? Or is that a station? Surface outpost Mon. Flag on Mon. Orbital station on Kerbal. Position satellite in synchronous orbit of Juno. Okay. We could do that with this craft, can't we? Achieve orbit around Juno. Transmit or recover science data from space around Juno. Land on Juno. Transmit or recover science data from surface of Juno. Maybe if we can land safely. Explore Eve. Awesome. We can do Eve as well, which we'll be obviously trying to do. So let's see if we can do the satellite one. We can cheat. Only problem is we're maybe coming in a little bit too close to the planet. We have to actually burn our way back up to higher atmosphere, higher altitude. Should be fine though. Let me think. Our direction's the right direction. That's what I got wrong last time I did this. So the direction we can see is going around that way, which is exactly the way we're going to be doing it once we come in. Alright. So, can we actually see Juna?